From 25-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Off play action. Howard going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Howard. And that is incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
On 4th down, the Steelers call on Corliss Waitman to punt. Back deep is Britton Covey. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Great. Go Silver, ready?
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 16. Back to throw. Howard. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check smash, check smash.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
At their own 41-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, start off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit. I'll put some points on the board on this one. The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Great, set. 180.
Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
Ready. 72.
Now runs straight ahead with Worll. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. In there to drop him for the loss, linebacker Nakobe Dean, an outstanding play.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Looking to throw. Howard. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. Now we get to see the punter, Corliss Waitman. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with...
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
Valdez-Scantling in motion right. Howard now. Throwing to start the drive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
16 at the 20-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
The slot man in motion right. Howard operating from the gun. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Howard. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
For the field goal, a 49-yard attempt.
This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
First down. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Eagles.
Don't touch it. Anyway, hey.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Don't touch it. Anyway, easy, 63, back. Don't touch it.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
73. Don't touch it.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Howard throwing to start the drive. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Looking to throw. Howard. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Boy, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. 2nd and 5.
63. At the 29-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
A 49-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
On stand this side, show you would not vibe, take a fool like Tupac. I see a bunch of mean guys in a band and a tie. Going on the west side, give it side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize, ain't surprised.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Howard. He'll let it fly for Austin. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. Just one field goal in a tightly played first half as we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Great, set. Anyway, up.
They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Up the middle with Barkley. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Let's go. Trim it.
He'll drop to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
He got 14 on the play. It's 4th down.
Crowd up, Yeti. 73.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To throw is Howard. Throwing to start the drive. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Looking to throw. Howard. Oh, poor throw there, and it's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
They're on the 46-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
He just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and is one that could maybe get this group in gear.
73. Don't touch that. Anyway, go Silver, ready? Hey, Silver. Try to let Yeti. Don't touch.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Quick slant, Dotson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Barkley. And he showed some fancy footwork on the juke, but then quickly taken down. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
63. Great.
Another try for Barkley. And this time he is in. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Here's Freiermuth again. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. On the give, it's Worll. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
A handoff for Warren. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains, wear down the clock, and make them use their timeouts in this situation. That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 62 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Barkley inside handoff. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Try to take this home. They'll run. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Here now, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
Blue 58.
Rodgers to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Elliott now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
17. Steelers, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. And they're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's going to let it fly. He's got him in. Complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 48 yards.
That's good for us Steelers. 1st down. First and 10 at the
Rodgers to throw once more. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
One final try now for Rodgers. One last shot at the end zone. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. Certainly not the highest of scoring games, Charles. Their offense did some okay things. Not a lot of points on the board, but enough for the win with how their defense was playing in this one.
Yeah, they certainly brought their A game, didn't they? They weren't fooled by anything that was presented to them from start to finish. That defense, they might as well have told their offense, guys, just kick a field goal. We've got it today.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. And with that, we say so long from Pittsburgh.